Hey guys, so in my last video, I made a small game just to see how much I've learned after all the countless videos, lectures, tutorials, and months of trying to learn game development, and there were definitely some things that could be improved and fleshed out. For a game called Siege, the main game mode, which was the Siege mode, definitely did not feel like a defend the fort type of thing. Well, at least not yet, but I kinda already knew what those reasons were, as in a certain game mode like that, there were things that you definitely had to include: machinery, different tasks, interactive environments, and overall just more enemies and just more troops. But these things really required me to really expand on the scope of the game, which was kinda not the original intention. Initially, it was mainly for a learning experience, but now that that's finished, I'm at a point where I think I'm up for learning more. So this time, I went back to the drawing board. First, I wanted to create a new map, and Skyrim's Defense of Whiterun was one of my favorite quests. So I tried to recreate this, but I'm not really the best architect out there, so I took a few liberties. Instead, I just took advantage of a lot of the game engine's capabilities. At the same time, I always wanted to see a bigger scale version of one of my favorite maps, so I just made a version of mine instead. Now, even with trying to go all out, I still heavily prioritized how playable this level was. A barrel or a bench is not what really determines the fun factor of a game, so there's no point in making everything 8K textures and 60K polygons. Well, unless of course the game is a simulation, but obviously we're not dealing with that. And after having done that, I finally did a quick test, just to see if everything was clear and nothing in the map tanked performance. This is kind of a very crucial part, as the most intensive element in the game isn't really presented yet, which is the AI, especially the AI's movement and animations. And one of the main reasons for that is movement has a lot of factors in, like physics plus the animations themselves, all of which are run on the tick. Now, I can definitely do some of the classic tricks, but Siege was a split screen game, so the standard tricks to reduce load wasn't really gonna help me here yet, so I had to find other ways. And it's not really a secret tip or a Deus Ex Machina type thing. It all goes back to mesh, texture, actor code. The latter sounds a bit simple, but really, it's the one that eats up a lot of my time, but when done right, produces very satisfying rewards. After the map, this time I really wanted to add secondary objects, so I started to create different interactive objects, just to overall have a variety of combat. It's not a Siege game without machinery at all. And one of the struggles for me after that was, how do I actually sequence all these things together? Would it require some complex code? Nah. So I kept it simple, which was delegate the whole quest sequence to a point system, where each kill or each objective that was reached, so an integer value increases, which triggers the next objective. And that's how I was able to create the whole quest line. And honestly, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if your code isn't some intuitive system or some sort of framework. If it works, it doesn't cause performance issues, and you can iterate it to the rest of your game, then you did a great job. So everything was running well, and honestly, I was just really happy. 4 days of nonstop design, code, figuring out stuff, and just overall hoping the bunch of ideas in my head can end up synergizing. Now, given all the new stuff I just created, Siege will definitely have the upgrades it deserves, so I hope you guys look forward to playing it. Again, it's on itch. If you guys want to try it out, the upgrades will come soon. Definitely will try to continue polishing the recent features. So again, thanks everyone, happy modding and happy gaming.